When George, when you were working on Star Trek, and Star Trek is tremendously progressive, and one of the areas Star Trek was not allowed to be progressive at the time was in gay rights. And at the time that you were working on Star Trek, you weren't allowed to openly love who you love, and that was a risk to your career. It was a risk to your safety.
Absolutely.
And here we are now with an openly gay couple on Star Trek Discovery, and Star Trek has always said, "Hey, there's a place for you in the future," and it finally says that for an openly gay couple. Would you talk about what that means to you?
I've been closeted most of my life, my adult life. I was living a double life. I was an activist. I was active in electro-politics. I was involved in the civil rights movement during the Vietnam War. I was in the peace movement. I was a member of what was called EIPJ, Entertainment Industry and Peace and Justice, and I worked alongside Jane Fonda and Donald Sutherland. So I was an activist and closeted on the one issue that was very personal to me, very much my issue. And here were all these other people involved in gay liberation movements and so forth, giving up their lives, giving up their careers, some their families. And here I was protecting my career and being closeted, which adds another layer of torture. And some of my colleagues knew, but they knew that if they talked about me, then it would hurt my career, and they respected my privacy. But I had a conversation. This was after we were canceled, and there was Gene had a party up in the Hollywood Hills with a place with a pool, and the activity was all toward the house pool side, and Gene had swum out to the other end of the pool, and kind of private. So I swam out with him, and I introduced the idea of why won't Star Trek deal with the gay issue as a closeted man?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yes, I'm aware of that issue. It's an important part of diversity, but I can't deal with it because I have to exist on television. We had one episode where we had a biracial kiss where Captain Kirk kissed Uhura.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the lowest rated show episode that we ever had, because in the South they literally blacked out that show, and
That's
the
so
ratings
shameful.
plunged. It's a high risk business on television because it's a advertising medium. I can't deal with that and hope to stay on the air. I'm pushing at the edges already, and for me to continue doing it, I have to watch the guardrails. And I understood that too because I was closeted.
Mm-hmm.
But I had that discussion with them. And now that we can have a committed gay couple as a regular on a TV series, I think is a great advance.